Was OG able to go through practice?
He did parts of practice, yeah.
What about Mitch?
Same, yeah.
Did Mitch progress
Yeah, he's doing well. So he did quite a bit of practice.
Is he 5 on 5 yet?
Not yet, no.
OG able to take any contact?
A little, but not much. Yeah, more precautionary, but he's moving pretty good.
How is Mitchell's conditioning?
Pretty good. Yeah, he got out there. He did a vitamin. Got there early. Did a good chunk of practice. Obviously, we're hopeful he'll be back, but if he's not, then the next guy get in there and get the job done. It's really that simple. We have good quality depth, and injuries are part of it. But obviously, OG is a huge part of our team.
You talked about obviously the 3-pointers and what Boston happened in the first game. But I mean, what kind of challenge is this for you now? You guys are very close together in the standings. I mean,
it's just it's the next test. I think understanding how you prepare for this game, what are the strengths and weaknesses of the team. We have to know them well. Obviously, they're a dangerous team. They're the defending champion, so we have to be ready to play 48 minutes of really good basketball.
You always talk about improving every day. How have you guys specifically improved from the beginning of the season to now?
Well, I think the challenge when you have as many new guys as we did is just to get them to understand the strengths and weaknesses of each other, learn a new system, and to focus on that improvement. And so I'd say, offensively, it's been steady throughout, and defensively the same thing, and to understand what goes into winning. And so it's your defense, your rebounding, keeping your turnovers down, attacking the rim, and then sharing the ball. And I think we've been pretty good in those areas.
Tom, you've been complimentary of DeAndre Hunter, and then Cleveland goes out. You've been complimentary of DeAndre Hunter when you talk about the Hawks, and then Cleveland goes out and gets him. Just seeing that trade, and obviously you guys are going to be competing against them. What are your thoughts on them?
They were a good team before, and they're a good team now. And so I think players change teams, and then you have to understand who they are with their new players and who went out and how that changes them. So we'll deal with them when we play them. But there's a lot of good teams in the league. The important thing for us is to focus on ourselves, not get lost in this is what we have to do to prepare, to play Boston tomorrow. And that's the way we look at it.
What are your thoughts on the trade deadline in general?
And I think it shows you too the popularity of the league and social media, everything. It's great for the league, it's great for business. You feel for the players that are involved, because it's not only them, it's their families, and there's a lot going on. I personally preferred when the deadline was over the break, but that's just, is there ever really a good time? But that's our business. This is what we all signed up for.
It felt like earlier this season the games were coming 100 miles an hour. Now you got 3 days off, 2 days off, All-Star break. Is this an opportunity for the team to kind of just rest, recover, and catch up?
And when the schedule comes out, I always feel like there's times the schedule's in your favor, and there's times when it's not. And in the end, you're playing 82. It seems like we have an abundance of days right before the All-Star break. But that's our reality. So deal with reality.
Is it a good thing? Do you like the little low right here?
Well, whatever it is, we got to make it a good thing. And I say that it's. You want to take advantage of whatever comes your way. Like how are we going to use the days, and then maximize that and move forward.
You guys, obviously at the deadline, you didn't add anybody. Not adding a backup center, does that tell us anything about how you guys feel about Mitchell Robinson and the idea that he's going to be able to take on a role?
Like I said, we like our team a lot, and obviously we're excited about Mitch, but we also feel Ario's done a good job, Precious done a good job, and so that's really the way we approach it. Leon and his staff, they were on it all year long, so it's not like I think there's a tendency to think like, oh, this just happens. Like you know, a couple days before. You know, they're always looking at, okay, can we improve the club? And if there's something that makes sense, they explore it, and then, you know, you go from there. But we like our team a lot.
We're asking people in different sports, do you have any prediction for the Super Bowl? And what do you think of the Chiefs going for 3 in a row to be the first team?
Yeah, I think it's a great accomplishment, and it's tough to win one. So, you know, obviously 2 great teams. Who's Josh Hart rooting for? I'm opposite. But then I'd be agreeing with Jalen, so I'll go opposite here. I'm neutral.
Just tall lineup. So, you know, it's going to be exciting to kind of explore that lineup, and should give me, have some familiarity with it with Rudy, so it'll be something that I'll, you know, tap into that kind of potential well that I did in Minnesota.
What do you think of the lift that Porty's given you?
He's been fantastic. I mean, Roka's been fantastic. Every day he's coming with the right mindset. He wants to, he's hungry to be the best version of himself, and super coachable. So, I mean, it allows him to be on a fast track to success, and he's done himself just nothing but wonders by, you know, being who he is and being the player he is, and just wanting to be a superstar in his role.
Do you think that the Rising Stars part of it might spur some additional competition? What do you think of that aspect?
Yeah, I think it's interesting. It's definitely a different feel to it, but should be very interesting.
Are you able to share if you'll be in the 3-point contest again?
I have no idea. I guess we'll see. To be determined.
Yeah, so a lot has changed since opening night in Boston for you guys. A lot of improvements made. You're only 1 game behind the Celtics in the loss column. How do you view this game tomorrow?
It's another stepping stone for us to see where we are. Each game is just a test for us to see where we can improve, where we can get better, and what we're going to do going forward. And so you said this for the longest time. After when a team wins the way they did, everyone's chasing them. And so there's a lot of respect for Boston and the league and what they've done. And so yeah, obviously you always want to see where you are when you're playing against them.
With Cat and Mitch making his comeback, just what do you think the potential is of them playing the 4-5 together?
Potentially very good. Just want Mitch to come back fully healthy, ready to go. That's my main focus when it comes to Mitch, just making sure he's fully 100% ready.
How's he looking to you in practice?
Good. That's good.
You and Delon played together before. I guess what was it like seeing him today? And I don't know if you guys have kept in great contact over the years or whatever.
Yeah, we've always said what's up with each other. We play, and yeah, he's a great teammate in Dallas, and I got to know him very well, and it's great to see him. You know, whenever we see old faces, and it's great to see where you are and where you come from.
With the deadline behind you now, what do you think of this being your group now as you guys go for the rest of the season in the playoffs?
I mean, more than happy, regardless of what happens on trade deadline day. Whoever wears New York across their chest, it's who we're going with, who we're trusting, who we believe in. And so, regardless of what happens, this is the team that we're going with, and I have the most respect and confidence in them, and we're ready to go.
Yeah, good. Jim, how do you view the Super Bowl on Sunday? Obviously, being a New England fan.
Focus on Boston.